Continuing with verse 6, and before the throne there was a sea of glass, like unto crystal, and in the midst of the throne, and round about the throne, were 4 beasts, full of eyes, before and behind. And the first beast was like a lion, and the second beast like a calf, and the third beast had a face as a man, and the fourth beast was like a flying eagle. And the 4 beasts had each of them 6 wings about him, and they were full of eyes within, and they rest not day and night, saying, Holy, 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 Lord God Almighty, which was and is to come. So the first thing to notice in verse 6 are the 4 beasts. So what are the 4 beasts? If we go to Ezekiel 1:4, we will find that there are 4 other creatures similar to these 4 beasts in Revelation. And this will give us an explanation as to what the 4 beasts are. Ezekiel 1:5, also out of the midst thereof came the likeness of 4 living creatures. And this was their appearance. They had the likeness of a man. So they were not a man, but they were a creature that had the likeness of a man. And we see in verse 7, and their feet were straight, and the sole of their feet was like the sole of a calf's foot. Then if we scroll to verse 10, as for the likeness of their faces, they 4 had the face of a man, and the face of a lion on the right side, and they 4 had the face of an ox on the left side. They 4 also had the face of an eagle. So what we see here are 4 similar creatures, similar to the beasts in Revelation. So we just saw that Ezekiel called them living creatures in chapter 1. But if we read further and go to chapter 10, he calls them cherubims. And he calls them cherubims throughout chapter 10. But if we scroll down to 10:19, we get to the main point. Ezekiel 10:19, and the cherubims lifted up their wings and mounted up from the earth in my sight. When they went out, the wheels also were beside them, and everyone stood at the door of the east gate of the Lord's house. And the glory of the God of Israel was over them above. Verse 20, this is the living creature that I saw under the God of Israel by the river of Chebar. And I knew that they were the cherubims. And keep in mind when you're reading these verses, cherubims is plural, cherub is singular.